whatever the kids are doing or modeling right now, it actually reflects more on you than on the child. You know, it's almost like holding a mirror right up.
So you really believe in nurture more than nature?
I think so. I think there are habits. I think there are intergenerational habits. I strongly believe in the idea that if one generation, say if my generation is not able to work through or try to process the trauma or whatever that was once given, a cycle would continue. A cycle of, and I don't know how to say it for my family, like cheating is like it's quite a generational thing. I mean, even through like my parents' lives or whatever, like I think obviously it's not a habit that we want to take, but it just becomes that easy way out or whatever, that is that coping mechanism, you know? And in that sense, I think a bit more habitual, like than nature.
So there's a kind of like an intergeneration habit that we pass. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, then what do you think? Are you consciously trying to break this?
For sure.
So the things that you're aware of, you're trying to consciously break it from your past.
Correct. So say for example, like for me, and I see in Jacob where when he gets angry really quickly, but he also gets distracted then fast.
That's you, right?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, you're like, oh, how can you say that? Oh, but there's a bird. I'm like, you can't be.
Actually, this is a very good thing that you brought up. Yeah. This reminds me of like, Vinod, my husband. So Vinod likes things to be very, very clean. Extremely clean, right? So, and then he kept modeling this behavior to Nikhil. So whenever there's like a little bit of dirt on his table, you know, he will go and take a tissue and wipe it up, or there's water spills on the floor, he'll immediately take a tissue and wipe it up. He doesn't let it be even for like a few seconds. Like, you know, we might do something and come back to it, but Vinod doesn't do that. He likes things extremely clean. And after a while, I begin to see Nikhil modeling this. Whenever there's water on the floor, he'll wear tissue and then he'll go and grab and then he'll come and clean it up. And then if there's a little bit of like a food mark on his cup or something like that, you know, he eats chocolate and then he drinks water, he'll be like, I want to drink, it's so dirty. But I was very afraid of this because I don't feel like it's a good habit to instill in a kid. I feel like they still need to be messy and dirty a bit.
It's like becoming a little peeve lah.
For me, it's like, no, you know, you shouldn't be doing that. Kids should get dirty and messy. So actually, when I communicated this with Vinod, and I'm like, you know, you let him get a bit dirty and messy. You know, you don't try to, you know, like fixate on these things and then it's getting to him. So I saw that actually, that Nikhil was trying to model that behavior very actively. And then now it's like, when it's a bit dirty, I'm like, you know, it's okay, just let it be. It's okay, I'll clean it up later for you. And then distract him a bit and then gets over it. Yeah.
But why are you worried about it? Is it like you're scared that he'll get OCD or something?
Yeah, of course.
Or you're too lazy to clean up?
No.
So I don't have to clean up now, okay? I just clean up later.
No, I just feel like it's okay to be a bit messy. Like, yeah, OCD is one of it. Like, I'm very afraid that he will want things in a certain way or he will want things very clean. You know, those kind of things. I'm very, very scared about that. And yeah, I really believe that kids need to be messy and dirty to a certain point. I don't think putting everything in order or cleaning up everything is something that kids should be doing. I think they should get a bit out of their routine in that sense.
It's not a fun thing to have an issue about. My husband and my son is
too clean.
Yeah. I was really scared. I mean, it was a genuine concern for me that Nikhil didn't want to get dirty.
Yeah.
That's like it also involves play, right?
Yes, of
because
course.
Like then how active do you want to go to play? Were you like being sand or you know like those paint?
So actually I told Vinod to bring him like for a longkang walk and do it together. But Vinod refuses. So I probably will have to bring him. But whether he's going to get into like a muddy swamp, I don't know. You know, he's going to be like screaming and saying no, you know, he's not going to do it because he's like a teen toddler. It's a genuine concern.
But how is Vinod's behavior at home now? So when there's a mess, he has to hold himself back or?
No, he still does it, but he doesn't tell Nikhil to do it. So Vinod will still go and do what he has to do for himself, but Nikhil doesn't do it anymore. He doesn't tell Nikhil like, can you help me to clean this up? No, he doesn't do that. Only when it comes to cleanliness. Other than that, it's fine. So that's something that we've actively been doing.
Okay, I want to go back to this topic. Like when we were talking about like what energy or vibe we have at home, like, as we were talking about it, right, something came up to my mind. This feeling of like we're always in a rush for time. And we need to have a lot of activities.
Yeah.
So as much as I feel like I try to bring Lahan out on a lot of activities and different things, and like he's seeing different caregivers on different day, alternate days, and that is because how I like things. I need to do a lot of things at fast pace. I'm always doing my own projects, right? If I can't sit down and play, he'll cry. So to the point where I'm always like rushing. Even if when I want to say goodbye, I'm a bit worried because I'm like, should I say bye or will this just make it difficult for whoever's taking care of him? Because then they have to, like pacify him. And so I think the feeling, the energy that I think Lahan is getting, and I don't know how we're going to address this, but this feeling that we're always in a rush. Even for me, I'm starting to realize that maybe my busy schedule or like how I need a lot of things could also be like the coping mechanism where I just need a lot of things, so I just need a constant distraction.
Yep.
But the other way of thinking about it is also like another one of my friends told me that you just want to squeeze the most juice you can out of life. Your life is so short and you want to like do as much as you can. Like, why
So I'm a bit like that also. So I cannot sit in one place for too long, right?
Yeah.
I need to be doing things. Like my friends always also tell me that I cannot relax. Like even when I go to the salon, right? And they take like more than 1 hour, I'll be like, what time is it going to be over? What time is it going to be over? When can I leave this place? And some people can just sit there, relax and do nothing and just use their phone and but I just don't have that ability. And that's also something I don't know whether I'm passing on to the kids. Like whether, I'm always rushing for this, doing this and doing that and being occupied. Okay, after the kids came about, I have slowed down a bit in that sense because I feel like sometimes there's really a need to just sit down with them and read a storybook, just be present in that moment without doing anything else. So I feel like the kids have taught me that, but how much of my own energy I'm passing on to them, that part is still a bit
Yeah. No, I mean, I definitely feel like it's, and I suffer from the same syndrome. I think that's why we're all friends. But like, it's like when we meet up, it's very effective. Like, so like, but coming back to this story, there was once where I was rushing out of the house to work. And my helper or my husband said something like, hey, like, Jacob, come to the door and say bye-bye to mommy. And Jacob was playing with his toys. And he's like, don't worry, she won't have time to say bye. And he continues building his block. In a very nice
This guy is so smart. Oh my god, I tell you. Okay.
My son, he just drops bombs there. And I just stand up, oh my god, I'm like, you're right. How many times have I not said bye? I'm like, I can feel mother. And like, I just like beat myself up the whole day, thinking about it.